Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. I'm going to prep a few things today. First of all my veggies, and then second, I'm going to make some cranberry sauce and some compound butter. First up, I'm going to finely dice an onion for some stuffed peppers and for some sauerkraut. So we'll start with the menu. For lunch today, as always, I'm going to have some sandwiches. And for dinner, I'm going to do some sauerkraut. So I'm going to saute that with onions, some bacon, a little bit of shredded carrot, some peppers or chilies, some onions, garlic, and I'll serve that with either some pork tenderloin or I'm going to roast some chicken roulade. I haven't decided yet. I have both, and whichever one I don't use tonight, I'll use later in the week. So I have some options. And then tomorrow, of course, is Christmas. So I'm gonna have a cheat day, because as usual, except for the weekends, I eat low-carb, keto-friendly lunches. But with it being Christmas, I'm just gonna have some brunch with like croissants and probably some rolls, things like that. So let me just grate 2 cloves for the compound butter. I'll do 1 big one, I think. And then for a Christmas dinner, I'm gonna make a bunch of different things. I'm gonna roast some meat. I'm gonna have some green beans wrapped in Serrano ham. What else am I going to do? I'm going to make some celeriac mash, or celery root as you might call it. I'll do a small clove of garlic as well. What else? Probably some carrots and parsnips. And yeah, just a whole bunch of different things. And then for the Tuesday, I had a brain fog there. Tuesday, for brunch, I'm going to my brother's. And it's going to be very similar to Monday. So again, a cheat day. And then for dinner, I'll probably have leftovers from Christmas. And otherwise, I'll just use whatever's left. Because leftovers are one of the best parts about Christmas. And then we're on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to start back on the low-carb options for lunch. I'm going to do some Brussels sprouts with sauteed with bacon, probably some onions, some garlic, a few chilies. That would be delicious. And then, what else are we gonna do? For dinner, I'm gonna do some potatoes, roast them with some, probably some green beans or some broccoli, depending on what I have left over. Meanwhile, I'll just chop up some chilies for the sauerkraut and the stuffed peppers. So yeah, broccoli, green beans. We'll just see. And then we're on Thursday. I'm gonna do for lunch. I'm gonna do some stuffed peppers with some ground chicken. Speaking of the stuffed peppers, I'll just cut those in half now. Just clean them out. And then for dinner, I'm going to do a noodle bowl with some chicken. And probably kind of the same thing that I did last week, which was with some spicy green beans, an egg, some pickle, some kind of sauce. I'll just figure something out. I don't know the details yet. So I'm just gonna peel this celery root. So yeah, that one on Friday, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some fish. I'll just grill that, probably some salmon, or I'll just see what else I have in the freezer, and I'll serve that with some broccoli. And then for dinner, I made that curry paste last week, so I'm gonna use that for a fish curry with some bassa or pollock. So I can use up that curry paste. And this I'll just cut once this way, or twice actually. And then that way, and this way to get cubes. So yeah, that's the whole menu. The celery root is to make a mash for Christmas dinner, and if I have any left over, I'll use that on Tuesday. Then we have some carrots and some parsnip. So I'll take 2 of these, and I'll grate these to go in the whatchamacallit, the stuffed peppers and the sauerkraut. So I'll get my julienne slicer for this. I'm not going to bother peeling these, and I'll just julienne them real quick because that's a lot quicker than cutting. Okay, that's that done, and the rest I have some orange carrots, some light orange, some yellow, some purple, and I have my parsnip. So I'm just gonna grab my peeler and I'll peel those real quick. And I left the little green bit attached just for presentation, and I'm just gonna cut these in half. And then when I make these, I'll just roast them and do like a balsamic and honey glaze with some thyme. This one I'll cut in 3 because it's a bit thicker. And yeah, it should be looking nice with all the colors. And these I'll cut a little smaller, these parsnips. So there we go. That's carrots and parsnips done. We're moving along nicely. So here I have some broccoli. And I'll just cut these florets off. Save the stems because you can use them for like broccoli rice and things like that. And the bigger pieces I'll just click off into more bite-sized pieces. That is broccoli done. Next up, we have a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts to go with the bacon and onions and chilies. So those I will just cut the little end off, take the outer leaves off, and cut it in half, and I'll just do that for all of them. All right, that's Brussels sprouts done. And then next up, I have a whole bunch of green beans for wrapping in prosciutto for Christmas, and for my spicy green beans with my noodles. So I'll just quickly top and till all of those. Okay, that all chopped. And then lastly, I have some thyme and some rosemary to go in my compound butter. So I'm just gonna take the leaves off this rosemary. That should be enough. And then here I have some thyme. And same thing, just gonna take the leaves off. And I'll just give everything a good chop. Okay, we have that done. I'll quickly clean up a bit and then we'll start on the compound butter and the cranberry sauce. Okay, we'll start by heating up the pan. And here I have some cranberries. So I'll throw these in. And then I have these 2 mandarin oranges. And I'm just going to zest them first. And you only want the orange, you don't want the white. So don't go too deep. And I'll just put that in with the cranberries. Cut these in half. And I'll juice those in. And to that, we're just gonna add a little bit of sugar. We can always add more later. So put the lid on and let just go on a low heat while we work on the butter. So here I have the 2 cloves of garlic that I grated. I have my rosemary and some thyme. And I have some softened butter. I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt, not too much because the butter I'm using is salted. I just want to bring out the flavor a little bit more. And then we're just gonna mix everything in. And I'm actually just gonna use my my hands for this. It's just easier. But you don't want to do it by hand too much because then the butter will melt because of your body temperature. So just quickly gonna mix that in. Give that a quick little taste. Yep, that is nice. I have these Christmas tree shaped little ramekins. So I'll just fill those up. And this is quite garlicky, which I like. If you're not a big fan of garlic, you might want to do like 1 clove of garlic. Oh yeah, we have little Christmas trees. So I'm gonna continue filling these little ramekins. And then we're just gonna wait for the cranberry sauce because that's just gonna simmer for a bit until it's done. So I'll see you back in a moment. All right, all the cranberries have burst open and cooked down. So I'm just gonna transfer that to another ramekin. I did have a little taste. I don't think it needed more sugar. I like it a bit on the tangy side, but yeah, just have a little taste and adjust to your liking. Well, there we go. That can just cool down and go in the fridge, ready for tomorrow. And that's the prep work done. So now I can have lunch or dinner on the table in minutes. If you like this, I do this every Sunday. And yeah, Merry Christmas, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.